Hello, darlings. Sorry about the delay. I was getting some stuff listed and then some stuff sold. So they were supposed to come and pick it up. They were having a little trouble, but they sent the funds, so getting rid of that. Hello, darlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Hello, darlings. How are we? Ugh. So, I think I'm gonna do a bit of dress up tomorrow. I want to have some time to think over the hair, the character, some other skit stuff and whatnot, because I want to... Yeah. Oh! On purpose? No. Sorry. Pardon the humor. I hope everything's going okay, but, you know, just put me on in the background and, you know, things should move along nicely, hopefully. But yeah, just... I mean, was she planning on it? Because some people plan their due dates and then they stick to it. Finally got some things in order. Got some stuff listed. I gotta work on a lot more of it tonight. That kid's like, no, I'll wait. Right? I love that though, I love that. Ooh, I bet. She's like, look, I was trying to evict you yesterday, but... so I did some thinly sliced pork, and I just added some shells for some mac and cheese. Added a bit of fresh garlic. Why are these are awful. Yeah, kind of doing a slightly zhuzhed up mac and cheese, I guess you could say. Where are all my little mirrors? How's everybody doing? It's like I misplaced every single one of my hand mirrors. Honestly. It's true. It's true. Oh, there's one. Hello, darlings. How are we doing today? Pardon me, I've got those indestructible chin hairs. Apparently the world's most useless pair of tweezers. Sorry, darlings, give me half a second. Wow, those were some toughies. Goodness gracious. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Right? No, I also have PCOS, or had PCOS. Now still technically have it. You never quite get rid of it. Honestly, I pluck. Some people get threading. Threading tends to work really, really well. I just have bitchy, sensitive skin, and I'm a coward when it comes to that. So I'm just like, one of these days I'll go in and get threaded and see how it is. But as it is, I'm just like, no. Hey. Yay. Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I listed some stuff and then I suddenly sold some stuff. And they're like, can we come and get it tonight? I'm like, sure. Because they were going to pay the full price. They weren't even going to haggle me for it. And I'm like, I can respect this. And then it's like, oh no, our battery died. Let us send you the funds and can we pick them up tomorrow morning? I'm like, yeah, that works. That works. Nope, still a little tough. Hello, hello. Oh, goodness. Did the devil try and reclaim her on the steps? Shock. Shock, I tell you. Shock and amaze. Yay. I'm glad I'm on two. Come on in. We're just gonna do a little, I don't know, impromptu meal, I guess you'd call it. Here we go. Let's go with some peas. And then, where is my cheese? Because I know I had a block. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I have a block of cheese in here. Hello, hello. Oh, pillow fight with a kid. Aww. So I was going through all of the stuff. I'm preparing to streamline a lot of stuff. I still don't know where I'm going. I have till the end of the month to figure that out. But I decided, okay, let's go through. Let's start getting stuff listed, ready to go. And so I listed some stuff up, and some of it's old. So I was like, okay, this works. And honestly, I think as I get stuff sold out, my brain calms down a lot more. I have been just like puttering in circles, losing my frickin' mind, because I've got a bunch of stuff here, and I'm just like, I just want it gone. I just want it gone. And the reasons I want it gone is A, the less I have to worry about taking to like a storage unit or something like that, the easier my brain feels. And also, the more room I have, the easier it's going to be for me to work on doing a dress for Christmas, because I'd like to have like a little fun Black Santa / Krampus dress. So, I know Krampusnacht was the 10th of December, if I'm not mistaken, but Krampus is still my favorite. So yes, got a lovely Kenmore. No, not Kenmore. O'Keefe and Merritt. I don't know why how am I forgetting what my range is? Like, what the fuck? Okay, now where is my... There we go. Yep. Leave that light low for a second. Hello, darlings. How are we today? Okay, we are adding that. That. Butter all you want, just a low flame. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Just getting stuff put together right now. So what's everybody up to? I know we're all here just decompressing, doing the thing, having a little body double, maybe getting the tarot cards read. Well, what's everybody up to? Added a bit of Colby cheese. Ooh, picking up ingredients for broth. Ooh, yum. Peach cinnamon rolls with vanilla ice cream. That sounds absolutely heavenly. Laying in bed trying to fall asleep? Well, you have come to the right place, I've been told. Headed to H Mart. Fuck yes. I love H Mart. I truly do. So I'm making kind of a zhuzhed up version of mac and cheese. I'll show you in just a moment. Playing Sims 4 and gardening. Oh, that sounds like heaven. There we go. So we did a bit of pork. I cut it nice and thin when it was still kind of frozen. Added some peas. It's on the paler complexion for the mac and cheese because I put in some white Colby Jack to give it a bit more of a creamy, cheesy kind of sauce to it. Yes, I found the blue corset. It took some digging. I hid it really well. It took some digging, but I found the blue corset. I will be able to make some alterations hopefully tonight or early tomorrow. I'm just really trying to get everything listed. That's the hard part about ADHD. Everything seems like, I gotta do this all, and then you get locked in, and I'm just like, no, I just need to sit down. I need to get things listed. I need to like pick a project, do the thing. Pick the project, do the thing. So I'm trying. Still don't know. I'm gonna tap my social net, not my social net, my support network tomorrow, and let's discuss some options, what's going on, that kind of thing. I'm still waiting to hear back from a couple of resources. It always takes a day or two, but I am not panicked right now. I'm just getting things sold, getting stuff streamlined, and then that way, hopefully, I'll be able to, get my feet planted a little bit more under me. So yeah. Well, it's not even just about housing companies. It's just rent is insane right now, and I am trying to find a place that I can be and exist, and that is at a lower price point than what the goddamn prices around here are. Because there are studio apartments that are like 200-300 square feet. Yeah, I'm in SoCal. 200-300 square feet, and it's like $1,200 to $1,500 to start. And I'm like, that is some bullshit right there. But let's see. Oh, that's right. I had a little. There we go. know, I should have grabbed the ladle, but I've made my decision and I somehow cannot deviate. Mistakes were made, but I stick by them. Yeah. Right, that part. Honestly, part of me is still trying to like juju the let the heart soften, let the heart soften, let the heart soften for the original place. You know, and I'm like, Christmas miracle. I will happily settle for that kind of a Christmas miracle. I'm just saying. But yeah. I was worried that if I added seasoned vinegar to the pork to help soften it up just a touch and give it some more flavor, that it might not taste so great with the macaroni. But I'm like, oh no, that it caramelized and did quite nicely. I am eating mac and cheese. Basically, I started off with a box from the $1.25 store, added some Colby Jack cheese. That's why it's a little bit paler. Beforehand, thinly sliced some pork belly, seasoned it, put it in the pan, let it saute up so that I got some of the bacon drippings, or the pork drippings in there. And then, yeah, just added in just enough water to make sure that it cooks. Pour that off, and then added in the cheese, the butter, the milk. You know, went to town with it. And it's really nice. Oh, and peas. If you can sneak in some veggies that you like, it's a good day. Okay. Currently, that is on hold. Unfortunately, with everything going on just in my life, that is currently on hold. I still have my temp dentures. I had to deal with getting reinstated on my insurance. They've just sent me the stuff so I can get, I guess, reinstated on my dental as well. So, and right now my housing is kind of up in the air, so I had to prioritize. I'm like, it's everything. It's all the things. But yeah, I'm like, right now these function, you know, well enough, and if I can, I'm gonna get a little bit of Dentach. Actually, it's over on my throne, so if anybody wants to get me said Dentach, that would be awesome. But yeah, I want to try out Dentach because it basically gives you a new palate and a new build up around the gum line so that it fits via suction versus having to always like glue it into place, and that might be a really good thing. That part. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so far, I am functioning just fine. So we do have goals tonight, and if we make those goals 3 times over, I will do a full tarot card read on myself. Using the Shadowscape cards. That part. I'm like, I only got so much capacity to worry about something, so I'm gonna worry as it comes, you know, and not beforehand. The Colby Jack was definitely a good addition. I mean, I am who I am. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Damn it, this came out better than I expected it to. It's like a solid 7.5. It is a solid 7.5. I'm like, with a little bit more refinement, yeah. So I did a mac and cheese, added Colby Jack, did salted butter, milk, had some pork belly that I did beforehand, so the pork drippings are in here as well. And just a hint of dark seasoned vinegar and fresh garlic clove. Of course, touch of salt here and there, but yeah, just basically zhuzhed up a mac and cheese, added a little bit more protein, and damn it actually came out even better than I thought it would, so fuck yeah. I gotta slow that the way the fuck down. How's everybody doing? I'll be working on this tomorrow. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is it. Right, isn't it just gorgeous? I'm like, this is it. This is actually one of my older corsets. Because it's got lightweight grommets on here. I've got to find the lacings so that we can get it laced correctly. This will probably have a gap in it. So now I can... So, funny, new corset, but it's actually one of my older corsets. It had a particular design flaw. And that particular design flaw was the fact that I had a sweetheart neckline, but didn't think to run a bone channel down there. So this part wants to flex, which is not like the worst thing in the entire universe, but if I lean forward, it will, there's the potential. There's the potential. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably run like a strap there and either make it a halter style, so around the neck, or a cross strap style, so that I don't have to worry about this rolling forward if I were to say lean forward, cause so yeah, this is one that I made, God, how long ago? Sorry, my brain is going way back. Like, I know that I can actually trace this back to almost the beginning of my cosplay commission career. Because I did this as Swiss Miss. I did a chocolate Swiss Miss. And so I did these really cute, puffy, heavy cotton petticoats. So it looked kind of like the Swiss Miss, you know, dress, the skirt, and I did this and a white top, and it was very generous. It was very generous. And so I learned, yeah, really quickly. Goes from light chocolate to dark chocolate real quick. And then I have to worry about that. So yeah, I don't know why I never thought to add a strap that would have, you know, kept things up. Right? Like, the vision was good. The vision was good. The execution was also pretty dang good. I just hadn't quite learned that there was a little bit more give than expected. So yeah, when it shifted, it was like, oh. But, you know, if I wore a bra, like a light colored bra underneath, then it retained shape and I didn't have to worry about spillage, but I hate wearing bras with corsets because bras have underwire. And a corset can end up jamming the underwire into your body and make it so uncomfortable. I'm just showing this one because I still need to make the modification so that it doesn't roll and flip and do all those things. I will get that done by tomorrow. This will be worn tomorrow night. This will absolutely be worn tomorrow night. I still have her. I just ate, so give me just a brief moment to digest ever so happily. And we may actually still end up putting on a corset tonight. Right? Yes, I still have the red one. That would be her. I almost want to call this one Heidi. I just don't know how many people would get the damn joke. I don't need to be sitting there just giggling to myself. Heidi. Good her. High on the hill was a lonely goat. And I was thinking of pairing it with this dress, but I have realized that they are two different blues, though equally lovely. I do have a red one. I need to get a better grommeting machine. The grommeting machine I had didn't do its job because of how damn thick it is. But yeah, I have a red one that has this gorgeous vampiric pattern. Like, this is another one of my favorite blue, and both of them are blue velvet. Go figure this one. Purple I'm definitely wanting to work on. Actually, how far off are they compared to each other? Noticeable, but not necessarily offending. I might try that out. I might actually try that out. That kind of... The rich blue still sticks out nicely, but it's not like it overwhelms this, like, slightly softer royal blue. Right. I'm like, this registers almost a bluish green, but on camera it comes out very, very royal blue. The other one is, yeah, like almost like a royal sapphire. So very, very sapphire towards its tones. But yes, 1000% that. I think the combination of the two would work. I just gotta figure out what I want my character to go with it, and I'm still workshopping some names of like what I want to call my succubus character, because I have In a Bathory, I have Like a Grimwood. Both of those are kind of drag queen-esque names, and so I just need a drag queen-esque name for my succubus character. Right, yeah, I would definitely give dimensions to the outfit. It would definitely give, because yeah, you would have that royal blue, sapphire blue kind of play on it. Ooh. Honestly, if I were to add just like a little tulle slip train under that, oh, that could really add some flair to it. I might look into it. What shoes, though? What shoes? Well, I mean, I don't have to pick any in particular. I could do several different types of shoes. Definitely want to pile the hair up. So I think the hair for the succubus is going to be this style. It's going to be the very high bantam tail with maybe a couple of curls coming down, kind of like what I already have here. I was futzing with the idea earlier today, but yeah. Getting some of the curls, having some of the extra come down, and then I've got these really cute, like, fucking... Oh, I know where they are. A horror. Just saying. And I'm like, I love how, like, bold these things are. Right? Right? So I think I'm gonna do, like, an updo for the succubus type character. I'm like, I need a really good play on words. And I've been working back and forth. I'm like, because I almost named her Amanita. Because, you know, it sounds slightly demonic. It sounds slightly over the top. It sounds slightly complicated, like what a demon would have a name for. But, like, last name, Minette. So, Amanita Minette. Why? Because I love a play on words and it makes me giggle. Blue doll. Well, I figure she'll wear... Hopefully I can get a few more blue outfits, but, like, if I could give her sort of a blue theme... Devil in a blue dress. Why? Because I love this kind of shit. It makes me giggle. And that's how I kind of like to design my characters, with a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek, you know? Call her Blue for short. Her father could be Richard Bowles. But just spell it really, really weirdly. Sorry. Oh, Lord, I'm a goof. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Sorry, that's really good. I know, it's puerile. It's absolutely puerile. I understand that. I made a really good mac and cheese with a bit of Colby Jack, some sliced pork belly. Did a little bit of a garlic vinegar marinade. That actually played really well into what I put in there. Added some peas so that I had some vegetables. And yeah, basically I zhuzhed up box 25 mac and cheese and added maybe $2-3 worth of ingredients. And, well, okay, a little bit more because of the pork, but you know what I mean. Inexpensive, but very filling and has, you know, a good amount of protein and some veg in it. So, yeah. Now I need a little bit of soda to smooth out my stomach because I wolfed that down. Hello, my dears. Hello, my darlings. What shall we discuss tonight? Come on, darlings, let's have a chat. Wonderful, lovely, your source of all kinds of temptation. How do you do? You can call me Nita for short, but Amanita for actual attention. Don't mind, this is workshopping character development. You're a part of it. Hello. Yes, no, new character. New. I think I do like Amanita. Amanita Manette. Don't know why, it still makes me giggle. It's the dumbest joke. It's really the dumbest joke. But it works on so many levels, especially if you know how long it takes a drag queen to put on their makeup. I'm gonna need a minute! Girl, you have had since 6 a.m. this morning. It is 3:30 and RuPaul is calling us to stage. Kind of like In a Bathory is also a drag-inspired name, as in a bath. In a bathory. Hence the play on words is not only just the fact that she's in a bath, but Bathory is a very specific figure in history. And yeah, she popularized a deep red bath. I'm in one piece and doing as best I can. You know how it goes. Maybe. But yeah, workshopping. Like a whole new character. Started selling some stuff, so doing good. It's been a day. Got a lot of stuff organized, so that made it a lot easier. I think I'm still overthinking some of it. I took some of it back, and I'm like, nope. Still gonna have to let it go. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna do Amanita as my Christmas little like a little Christmas surprise. So I want to do like a cute little dress. Well, maybe not so little, but you know what I mean. I want to do a dress that's nice, it's black, fits kind of snugly and whatnot. Let me see if I can do corsetry. I'm not wholly sure I can. Sorry, design brain. This is concentration phase. But yeah, I'm thinking of, I was thinking, do I want it to like open at the front so that I have a little peplum, a little bit of flair and style, and then do like a little petticoat underneath. And I'm like, nah, I have a very nice figure if I do a corset and then give it like a little, like a skirt with the slit there at the side, because that's what I like the most, is having that little bit of a slit at the side today. So yeah. Right? Yeah. Like, today's either been quite fine for most people, yay, or people have just been seeming to have the roughest go of it. Yeah, I guess Pluto's coming out swinging, as this is almost the last day of Mercury retrograde. I'm guessing the last little bits of tripping over your damn tongue are coming out. Sorry, I have to have a little... oh, goodness, pardon. A little bit of carbonation. I think I wolfed that down a touch too fast. Whew, goodness. But yeah. Oh, let me see. Let's change position. I'm just gonna move you over so I can sit down for a bit. Damn it. Ooh, sorry. Didn't mean to... Aw, 0% motivation, 100% breakdown. I don't blame you. Right? We've got a full moon tomorrow. I'm like, can we not? Because full moons are always weird. Oh my goodness. You're like, look, whether I did or did not commit witchcraft is not the issue here. Give me half a second, I just need to get the tripod standing correctly so that you aren't suddenly rocket launched out of the cradle. There we go. Hello, darlings. Oh, I have to be somewhat proud of myself. I did get a lot of content making done yesterday. I'm just like, damn it, why am I so tired today? Oh, I'm still getting stuff done because I got a lot of stuff, organized. I'm gonna get it listed. But I'm like, why am I dragging ass a little bit today? Oh, because I actually got like 20 some odd clips made yesterday. I just gotta go in and, do the captioning and titles and a few of those other things, but I got a lot of stuff done. So, yeah. So TikTok. My brain is still very locked in to doing a singular thing at a time, and I think it's because my brain is honestly keeping me from being overwhelmed, but yeah. Yes, I did. Oh, actually, I posted that one up. I posted up the German one. I also do have a couple other COD ones loaded, so those... I'll probably have at least one more of those posted up tonight, and I'll probably get a few more out during the week and whatnot. But I think I really... Like, honestly, I want everything that I need to get sold. I just want to get it out of the way, because honestly, that would open up so much fucking room. But also, I think if I can get stuff listed by tonight, and just use my hyper focus, get stuff listed by tonight, maybe, just maybe, I can get working on the sewing tomorrow. But I also do need to think over like the shape, the style, the silhouette of the dress that I want to do, and what materials I want to use. Oh, I'm gonna have to go on a fabric hunt. And I'm gonna need to find my sewing box. I already have my sewing... I have my sewing machine. I need my sewing box, because I need to make sure that I dust out my machine, do maintenance on it, and then I can do sewing on it. I think I've got the material that I want. Maybe I can... Ooh. Sorry, this is my brain at work. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a joke on the dress, or if I want to make it just elegant. You know what I mean? Just nice, classically elegant. Plug your phone in, girl. Plug it in. Oh, thank you. Jeez. Right? TikTok don't give a fuck. Like, I've got to go in. I've probably got to do yet another report, because at this point in time, it just needs to be routine. But good God. Jess is like, damn, is it just me and B? Oh no, shit. Plug it in. I've definitely had those moments where I'm like, oh, that's got enough. And it'll give you that first warning of, hey, you're kind of low on power. I'm like, I'm fine. Next thing you know, it's like 2%. And you're like, oh shit. Come on. Get in there. Get in. Real bastard. Let's see, what do I want for Christmas? I would like my own studio apartment with more than enough room that'll let me redecorate. I would like somewhat stable financial income, especially in the spicy sector. I think that would be fun. And then, ooh, a new phone. Honestly, a new phone. Because it's been years. It's been years and years, and I honestly need to get the new phone now. So, yeah. I mean, the only reason my phone is charged half the time is because I either put one of these into like, charge for a couple of hours and then just plug it in, or I like each one, like at least one or two of my, what do you call it? At least one or two of my power strips. Oh my God, I had that moment. Almost every single power strip, or almost every single, oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Freddie Mercury is in the microwave. The power strips have USB ports. And almost every time I walk into my living room, I plug it in and plug this in. Because, yeah, the moment I go into that studio or start sorting through stuff over here, it's like it's in my hand or it's near me. So, yeah, I will go hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And then suddenly look over at my phone because I noticed the screen goes dark and it's like, oh, shit, I should have probably plugged that in. Ooh, a guilt-free shopping spree at a bookstore. Oh, that sounds like heaven. I will never tell a person that they don't need a book. And honestly, I don't think I wouldn't judge most people on their book choices. I mean, I'll judge, but I'll at least try and do it quietly. Unless it's somebody like JKR or, oh, what's her name? Is it Sarah Massey? Who did the Hibernia series? Bad. I celebrate the festive season, but not specifically Christmas anymore. Christmas equals family and consumerism, and those are the two least favorite things of the holiday season for me. So, yeah. I'm trying to get more learn more about like Yule, and I want to learn a bit more about some of the other more witchy pagan holidays around this time frame. So, see which ones jam with me. I do like getting together with like friends and found family and like doing like little festival things or White Elephant or just like a good dinner together with some movies and whatnot. I like that kind of stuff. I'm just not big on we're going to schedule a day of fun and everything leading up to that day is stressful. And that stress is going to start the minute Thanksgiving ends. Like, nah, it's not for me. It's not for me. I might judge somebody who's picking up 50 Shades of Grey author. Can't remember her damn name. But again, it's going to be a quiet judging. It's going to be like, not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkey. Now, she starts loudly talking about how hot Christian Grey is, and I want to be Miss Steele so bad and release my inner god. I might actually lose my mind. I might. The same point in time, I would try and be educational about it. Like, girl, you do not want to be in that relationship. That is an abusive relationship. That has red flags in spades. What you really want is to read these books. That will give you a better idea of what a healthy but quinky relationship looks like in a safe manner. Zandon Rorson? What did they do? There's nothing wrong with basic. There's nothing wrong with basic. Every now and again, I'll challenge somebody to read something that's a little outside their box or that has a slightly different reading writing style. But you know, basic isn't bad. Oh, I think I've been hearing about that. Now, who's the author of Haunting Adeline? Because that's another one I would judge on. That one I would definitely judge on. Because that's not dark romance. That's not dark romance. That is a screaming red river of red flags. Just True crime I find fascinating. Case studies I find fascinating. I tried reading some of that because a lot of people are like, oh, you should, haunting. I was like, okay. So I grabbed a couple of excerpts because that's how I like to sometimes figure out whether or not I like an author. Is like, do I like the writing style, and do I like how they describe things and whatnot? And I was reading them and I was like, the fuck am I reading? The hell? And I'm like, I have a super effed up sense of what I find. Trust me, it's a broad range. But I'm just like, it was like screaming red flags on all of this. I'm like, there's no context in which any of this is okay. Because it was like one really bad scene after another. They were decently well written, I guess, if you like that particular style. But like what it was describing was just straight up unaliver kind of behavior, and I was like, no. Oh, see, I'm trying to think of what was the first true. Well, I did true crime because of my psych degree, so I was reading true crime about serial unalivers. I think I did Gacy, Dahmer, Bundy, Andrew Chikletov, Geens. Oh, Geens was wild. I mean, they were all kind of like fucked up wild, but Geens was a whole another layer of psychologically fucked. And honestly, the Russian one was the scariest of them all, because the Russian government kept saying that, no, we don't have a serial unaliver. We don't have a serial unaliver. That's a Western problem. That's a Western problem. The man got away. Like, he only got convicted for like 54 unalivings. And he hinted that there was at least twice as many. I'm like, fuck. No, Andrew Chikletov was, I think it was Russia's first admitted unaliver. Yeah, only. Oh, thanks. They really did. They sculpted him really well. And I like that the tooth looks natural, to say the least. I don't like it. Like, Evans Peters is a very, very handsome young man. But that's also the problem, is that he's a handsome young man. Dahmer was average at best. And he should not have been glorified in the way they did, because he preyed upon a very particular marginalized section of the community, especially younger black and brown queer men and boys. And the victims' families have already been through multiple rounds of these true crime docuseries and dramas and whatnot based on them that always glorifies Dahmer. And so they had actually asked, hey, could you seriously not? Because we are really tired of getting re-traumatized, having the media come to ask us again how we feel about this, that, and the third, dredging up old pain. So, yeah, I'm just like, nah, nah, nah. Oh yeah. Oh, 100% that. 100% that. In fact, two black church ladies tried to save the like a 14-year-old Asian boy that had escaped. The kid was wearing nothing. He was bleeding from the head because Dahmer had drilled a hole and put in some acid. He was trying to zombify him. And church ladies are like, "Look, this guy is weird. The place smells bad, like in a bad way. You know, we think that he's at the very least abusing this child. Like this is not his kid. Like, nah. Like, please don't send him back. Like, you guys got to do something." Cops took him back, just dropped him off, and chalked it up to a lover's spat. Right? Like, but here's the thing: is like Evan Peters should have listened and had a little bit more critical thought. And like he does tend to be a bit more of a thoughtful person, or at least I thought he was. But like I think he really dropped the ball on that particular one, and he found out the depths of Dahmer's mindset, because Evan Peters is a little bit more of a method actor, and so he like really got into that role, and I was really worried about him because I'm like, that's the kind of role that really messes with your head. Kind of like Joker and Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger really got into the Joker mentality and he never quite got back out of it. And it led to a lot of turmoil in his life and may have had a bit of a factor in his leaning into substances that ended up unaliving him. So, yeah. Right? Oh yeah, that Madison Montgomery, the girl who played Madison Montgomery, was so fucking abusive to that young man. I'm glad that they are no longer seeing each other because that was messed up. That was definitely fucked up. Yeah, no, well, because Joker Joker is evil. And everybody, so many people like to play him off as just, oh, he's the clown prince, he's anarchy, and I'm like, no, he's not anarchy, he's evil. He's literal evil. He does things to be hurtful, he does things to be violent, and then plays it off as it's a joke, you're supposed to laugh, it's just dark humor. It's not. He is evil. He is hateful. He despises the world and thinks that he is smarter than and better than everybody in it, and that he can do whatever he wants. And as long as he claims that it's a joke, he just gets to go back to Arkham. So, yeah. Emma Roberts, Julia Roberts' niece. Right. And I despise the relationship between Harley Quinn and Joker, and that they keep going and putting them back together. Like the whole thing was, Harley Quinn was created for the Batman the Animated Series, the cartoon, back in the 90s. And she was just supposed to be a side character, a little bit part. But it was supposed to show that he is not a good person at all. He's not really a redemptive person. He's incredibly mean and violent towards, his female sidekick. She's, of course, hopelessly in love because he abuses her until it broke her. It is a clear case of, like, the battered wife syndrome. She fawns for him. She always is trying to please him and cater to his needs even before he has stated what those needs are. Like, she is a clear example of battered wife syndrome. When she finally meets Poison Ivy she straight up despises men. because she's seen how evil they can be, and she has a very particular type. She doesn't go after just any man. She tends to go after rich, wealthy men, men who are misogynistic and violent towards women and the ecosystem. So when she meets Harley Quinn, it isn't just, yeah, okay, you're a chick, you can come along for the ride. It was more like, Harley, don't you see that you have so much more worth? Like, you're so much smarter than he gives you credit for. You're actually really good at crime. You're actually really good at crime. And you kind of make the experience fun on top of it. So, yeah, like, they had this, like, really great friendship. Or at least that's how it started. But, like, you could tell that there was a good spark there. Like gal pals who could definitely go further. And so the fans started going, Poison Ivy Harley Quinn? And yeah, over time the idea grew, because every time they were put together, they balanced each other out, in that Poison Ivy's a little bit more calculated, a little bit more methodical, has a little bit more, no, we have a plan. We gotta kind of stick to the plan. Of course, we can have contingencies, but, we can't go over the top. Whereas Harley Quinn is like, come on, you need to relax every now and again. And every now and again, it's funny. It's funny. It's a little bit funny. Yeah. It's okay to let go. So they each taught each other something. They each balanced each other out. And they each stood for each other on friendship, on business. They were 10 tones down before they were even together as a couple. So, like, it felt like a really natural progression into having a universe where Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are a couple, and she gets away from Joker. And honestly, Poison Ivy is the backbone that helps Harley Quinn get out of said abusive relationship. Really? Oh, yeah. No, this is the kind of thing I absolutely adore talking about. I love talking about comic books from a sociological, psychological standpoint. Like, there's so much that goes on that is just a reflection of a lot of social commentary and a lot of talking about, like, gender and how genders play against each other sometimes, and how the beautiful thing about a comic book is you can look at things kind of from all different perspectives. You don't have to just look at it through the eyes of, like, one person. You actually get to see all the different perspectives going on at the same point in time. How they speak about each other when they're in different rooms versus how they act when they're together. Like, it's fascinating. I love this shit. Right? That. They're so gentle with each other. Yes. And that's the wonderful thing about when you take female characters away from being dependent on male characters to drive the narrative. A lot of people were like, oh, Harley's fun. She's the court jester. She's, the throwaway. But, like, the more we got to know about her, the more we're like, oh shit, she's a whole person. She's actually very in-depth. Oh wow, she didn't stand much of a chance, because she while she had things like pretty privilege, thin privilege, blonde hair, blue-eyed, she's still Jewish. That pretty privilege made people think that the only way she made it through medical schooling was by entertaining her professors, as it were. And she's like, no, I'm smart. I'm a little rough around the edges sometimes, because, grew up with a rough childhood, and yeah, sometimes the polish ain't always there, but, she's smart. She did it on her own. Yes, there are some very lazy writers who were like, oh, that's how she got through. And I called them lazy when honestly malicious should probably be what they're called, because they did it because they didn't think a woman would be smart enough to get her way through through medical school while also retaining enough beauty to be a schmegsy, cheesecake pinup kind of girl, which is what Harley Quinn is. She is a harlequin. She's an acrobat. She is, athletically trained as well as quite brilliant. But of course, she got broke down by one of her patients, who is quite literally the most master manipulator. And he tested every single therapist who came in to try to fix him. He tested every last one of them until they broke. Until they absolutely broke. She was the only one that didn't fully break. And her not breaking when he wanted her to pissed him off. Really pissed him off. But as a narcissist, he couldn't just give up. He had to find a way to break her. And he found a way to break her by making her feel loved, which was something that he had picked up on very quickly. It was a component that was missing in her. She always kind of deferred to him a little bit too much for his opinion, which means his opinion mattered to her. And if your opinion matters, that means there is a kernel of something that could be gently tweaked and manipulated into something that feels like love. And that's what he did for quite some time. He showed her, oh, I'm so close to reforming. Oh, so much time and care and effort that you've put in. You've really caused me to rethink, and I think I'm getting even better. Oh my goodness, what are these things I feel for you? And so, yeah, he built from there. It was masterful and vile at the same point in time. Hey, hi Tyler, how you doing? Oh my goodness, hi. Yeah, no, Harley Quinn, Joker, the toxicity of their relationship is incredibly deep. Harley Quinn and Ivy, there's still some issues, but they're much more issues that come from needing to heal traumas rather than issues of, we're just going to be toxic to each other until one of us, breaks. So yeah, oh my god. What was it? The Unalive Squad Isekai, the anime that just came out recently. Thank you. I appreciate it. The anime that they did, they had Harley Quinn yet again completely infatuated with Joker. And she looked like she was barely out of high school, too. No, that, I wasn't loving that. But, they had her in that lovey-dovey yet again. Joker 2 with Joaquin Phoenix and one of my least favorite actresses, Lady Gaga. Together, yet again. The first Unalive Squad. Harley and Joker were, again, a focal point, and they were together. And it's like, why? Why do we keep having to put this incredibly brilliant and wonderfully entertaining villainess / anti-hero together with literally the worst villain in all of the DCU? I said it. I said what I said. I will unalive on this hill. But yeah, just, there are days that I wonder why we keep handing these particular stories over to people who are just going to keep putting them back together again. Because it feels like watching, it feels like you're watching a bad domestic situation that you've seen over and over and over again, but it doesn't feel like, oh, she's willingly going back to him. No, it feels like he's going and fetching her and breaking her again and dragging her back. And it's like, I hate it. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10. If you know what I mean. But of course, okay, it's the same thing with Storm and Black Panther. Not to that degree. Definitely not to that degree. But Storm and Black Panther was a toxic relationship, mostly on the part of T'Challa. He treated her not like a goddess, not like a queen, but like a servant. Like yet another foot soldier who just had a little bit more status because she's smoking hot. So incredibly, well educated, an absolute diplomat. He's got this smoke show on his arm, but he literally treats her like any other servant. And the whole way he broke up or divorced Storm, I should say, was he kind of looked over his shoulder and just went, "Yeah, you're dismissed." He literally dismissed his queen and just like, divorced, bye. Like, he didn't go to therapy. He didn't try and, like, save that marriage. He's like, yeah, no, we're divorced. Bye. Like, what? And then in the future, he continues to treat her like a servant, even though she ain't. No. Joker did not want to turn Harley Quinn into him. He wanted her to be the ultimate yes man. But even more so than that, he wanted to break her because she was having the most trouble being broken. All the other psychiatrists and psychologists and police officers and people that came in to break down Joker, they all left frustrated, angry. Some of them quit their practice. Like, they could not. And them giving up was him winning that particular contest. Harleen Quinzel, on the other hand, kept having actual faith, and that's what pissed him off. She had actual faith of being able to help rehabilitate him. And he hated that. And the fact that she didn't give up on him is what made him break her harder. But at the same point in time, every time she started to get herself back, every time she got a little bit of a spine and like stopped putting up with some of his shit or like threatened to leave, he realized that he hadn't broken that final straw on her completely. And narcissists hate it when their toys fight back. And that's what she was to him, as a toy. So yeah. Yeah. So, I'm working on a new persona for some of the fun stuff that I do. So succubus persona. Don't know why, I just love the horns up there. But yeah, like, you're not completely wrong. Trust me, you're not completely wrong. But it's like, there's so much wonderful nuance. And so much conjecture and so much opinion around, about Joker and about Harley Quinn, especially about the relationship in between. And also it does, you're right, in quite a few fashions, because it depends on what storyline, like what arc you're talking about, because Joker has a few different iterations, as does Harley Quinn, and depending on which universe you're in, it'll show you different ways that he abused her. So yeah. Me? Nah. No. Nose. The nose is different. I am not Rain Ocampo. God, though, she was quite lovely in Resident Evil. She was so good in Resident Evil. Frickin' loved her in that frickin' franchise. Sorry, Michelle Rodriguez in Fast and Furious, but Resident Evil, I thought she was absolutely at her prime, and I adored her in that. And when they brought her back and infected her with the pellagra, that was freaking awesome. Pellagra is another variation of one of the retroviruses that they came up with in Raccoon City and in Resident Evil in the Umbrella Corporation. Whereas the original T virus would so thoroughly mutate you that you'd either become a zombie, which is more of a failed mutation, or you would become something more like, say, like a licker, or some of the other more mutated but slightly smarter. Nemesis was another one that integrated. Alice is the only perfect integration that I think that we know of for the T-cell virus. The Pellagra virus, on the other hand, was far more virulent, and you'd still deteriorate, but you'd keep a lot more of your mental facilities, and it was so good. And like you want to talk about damn near unkillable. Pellagra was even harder to unalive than T-virus. Right, her fighting scenes were cool. So, Mjolnir, the Hammer of Thor, Mjolnir can be picked up by anybody who is worthy. Worthy, though, often means that you have a very clear sense of who you are and what your intention is. You have to be very clear, and Thor, bless his himbo little head, Thor has a very clear, I want to do good and have fun and, celebrate and, just very, very bro culture, but make the world better. So, like, he has a very clear vision, not a whole lot of intelligence, and knows who he is. Anytime Thor's self or identity has gotten rattled, he's suddenly been unable to pick up that hammer. So, Cap never hid the fact that he could probably pick up Mjolnir. But he still had a lot of doubt in himself because he used to be full-hearted about, I want to make America better. And when he woke up and started learning more and more about the world, especially more and more about the things that were going on with the government and how his original viewpoints about how society works and what society needs, as those have changed over the movies, he's had a little bit of doubt. But he also knew, and this is very Steve Rogers versus like Captain America. Steve Rogers knew, or at least could sense, if he just picked Mjolnir up that first time, that it would have caused doubt in Thor as to how worthy he was to wield that hammer if somebody else can just pick it up so easily. So part of him may have hesitated and questioned whether or not that would be the right thing to do. So that bit of doubt meant that he couldn't fully get it up off the table. But yeah. Hela is singularly minded. She thinks she is right. And she comes from a very similar, if not an even more powerful source of power than Mjolnir. She knows what she is doing is right to her. She knows who she is. She is the Queen of Death, the ruler of war and unalive. She is very singular in that. So much so, she has always thought that she was more than worthy to wield Mjolnir. She has no doubt or question. Nearly everybody else associates goodness with the ability to pick up the hammer, and not sense of self and purpose. So, yes. It's also why she was able to shatter our dear, sweet, loving Mjolnir. Mjolnir is, I believe, if I'm not incredibly thoroughly mistaken, Mjolnir is tied quite often to the power source that powers like the Tesseract. So space, knowledge, that kind of like gemstone power. Like Hela, on the other hand, her power is time, and time breaks all things. So, but yeah, it's just it's so good watching her just shatter that. I was like, oh my god! I think the entire audience had the exact same reaction in the theaters. Oh my god! Because it is shocking. It is shocking because it takes something strong as a god, a top tier god, in order to shatter such an epic mythic weapon, especially one that was forged in the eye of a star by giants. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Like, I think that if you had a villain who truly believed that their cause was worthy and that cause would make the universe better, I think if they truly believed it, maybe they might be able to. Like, again, Hela was able to one-handedly stop Mjolnir and then shatter it. I'm just saying. I think Joker could pick it up, and that's the horrifying part. I think Joker could pick it up, and not just because of the narcissism. I think he could pick it up just because his incredibly myopic view of how the world should be and how it needs to be corrected. I think that focus is so singular, and he is so sure of himself that given the right circumstances, he may well be able to do that. I would worry about the Batman who laughs the most, because that it would be an unhinged amount of chaos, given the power of Mjolnir. Which, Mjolnir isn't just about I can hit things hard. Mjolnir crosses entire, galaxies. It commands the very ether itself. It can open the Rainbow Bridge, at least in a limited sense, but it can also shatter parts of it as it goes through. Any weapon or any object strong enough to shatter the Rainbow Bridge, yeah. Like, it's scary. That's a lot of power. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that both Marvel and DC use the Greek pantheon. I'm trying to remember if they also both use the Norse pantheon. I think they do. But DC takes it much more from these are gods, versus Marvel takes them more from no, they just have really, really, high level of power. They're not gods. But they do have a very high level of power, and, they've visited ancient versions of the world, our world, Midgard, enough times that, they've built a reputation. But, they're not gods. They just live for a really long time and know a whole lot of things and have some cool powers. Kind of like, I love Freya, and I love going back and, watching Freya and her interactions over again. They actually did her pretty decent justice. I really wish that there had been more interactions with her, but I do love the fact that, what is the one? It's, I want to say it's the one where they go kind of back in time just a little bit. Because, they have to get the Tesseract, and they're trying to get ahead of the stones, basically. They go back in time, and Thor gets to see his mother. Spoilers about to come through. These big spoilers. So if you scroll on. It's okay to scroll on. Thank you, darling. That sounds like that would be fucking fun. Oh my goodness, that sounds like that would be fucking fun right there. No. Freya Thor. They go back. Freya sees an slightly older version of Thor who's had a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of heartache go on in his life and whatnot, and she instantly recognizes that is not her son. The face hasn't changed overly much per se, but that is not her son. And he's like, how'd you know? And she's like, you're my son, and I'm a witch. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, because Freya is a pagan deity, very very specifically for like Norse pagan witches. And I'm just like, thank you for acknowledging that, because quite often Freya is just viewed as being Odin's wife. Oh, you're Odin's wife. It's like, no, Freya was so incredibly important to the Norse pantheon and to witches and witchcraft and, prediction and just magical things. So much more. And yeah, like them actually having that little bit of exposition and acknowledging how much more crucial she was to everything going on and to who she was in that world. Oh, so good. So good. They did a fantastic job with casting her. Absolutely loved her performances. Natalie Portman was not my favorite. But then again, it's not that I didn't like Natalie Portman per se. It was just that the chemistry, or very much the lack thereof, of chemistry between Hemsworth and Portman was so blatant. Every time the two of them were on screen together, you could tell that they did not like each other. And I'm just like, no. Hey, Micah! How you doing, darling? Okay, let's stand up. Hello, darling. Oh. Hello, darlings. Hello. How's everybody doing? Oh, nice. So if the little ears are not listening, what did you do for the stocking? Hello. How's everybody doing? What are we up to? Thank you, darlings. How are we doing today? Cooking a veggie omelet. Nice. Hello, darlings. Hello. love that. There was a company here on TikTok that made collars, especially for like Staffordshire Terriers. I wish I could remember the name off the top of my head, but they did some fantastic collars and for like really good price. I don't know what it is. The more I grow and unmask, the less I like having stuff on plates. Little bowls, especially with my little ass tummy, little bowls are where it's at. Because I'm like, oh look, this is a doable amount of food. And it's right there and I can just like sit and graze and it's cool. And it's a lot easier to like cover and reheat, like in a microwave if you have a microwave. But also just like the food stays moist longer and doesn't, you know, all dry out and get crunchy at the same time. Like, I don't know what it is, but I prefer little bowls. I really do. I really do. I'm also very particular. I'm very particular about like spoons and forks at times too. So yeah. Oh, nice! A cricket! Fuck yeah. You're going full in. I love this. So yeah, like, this fork is too big. This fork I can use for, like, mixing and making and whatnot, but, like, I prefer small forks. I'm weird, I know. But the same thing with spoons. If it's not soup or oatmeal or something that requires a big spoon, little spoon, thank you. Oh, I love that. So how many stockings in total do you need to make? By the way, thank you so much for everything that y'all been doing. I really do appreciate that. Oh, late for dinner. So I made some basically just regular ass boxed mac and cheese, but I added a little bit of Colby Jack for some extra cheesiness. I did some thin sliced pork belly with some garlic and vinegar to add in the protein. Also threw in some peas for a little extra, like a little bit of veg. 10 altogether. Holy shit. But hey, you got 2 down, so you are on track. Stuck on names? What kind of dog? More than likely, if you don't know what the dog is, like, what kind of dog is it going to be? Are we talking like a small dog that can tell when bad stuff is going to come on, or are we talking like something a little bit more lab level? Oh good, everybody made their own. Well, hey, at least it's not on you to do everything, which is good. I am happy with my addition of peas. Sometimes you have to be sneaky to get the veg in. And it's not even like I dislike vegetables. Just sometimes getting them to taste right. I'm very finicky. I'm very finicky when it comes to them. Mutt medium mix with a bit of pity. Oh, he's baby. I don't know why my brain went Rocco. Because every pity mix that I've ever met has a rock-hard bowling ball head. It is a dominant trait that all things mixed with pit bull seem to have. Just, yeah. Do I bake? Yes. In several varieties. No. So, yes, I do bake. In fact, I think I want to do either snickerdoodles or peanut butter cookies probably within the next day or so, because I am crave. Oh, you know what? Wait, where is my book? I know that I pulled out my problem is I take these off because I'm gonna go fling my head around until like there it is. So I'm probably gonna have to go to the store tomorrow to pick up a thing of water, but hello. Oh, nice. And you can get him a task training. Nice. Oh, I love that. Ooh, you did? Can you either tag me in it or send it to me? Either way. I don't know what it is about snickerdoodles, but a good snickerdoodle is just, it's fantastic, especially right around now. Now, do you add molasses to yours or no? Because I do tend to be a fan of a snickerdoodle with a bit of molasses to it. Like, I know that I've got cakes, tarts. Are these cookies or? See, I want soft cookies here. I want soft cookies. Really? Oh. If you happen to use a dark brown packed sugar, or just add a little in, it adds that little extra hint of flavor. You know what I mean? Just that extra warmth. Or honestly, if you do a dark brown sugar, and spicing for that outside coating, you can also get that wonderful unctuousness. Ooh, butter cookies. Oh my God, yes. That sounds fantastic. Shortbreads. These are not what I'm looking for. Shortbread, chocolate sablé. Ginger snaps. I like ginger snaps that are so hot, like so spicy that you're like, okay. I absolutely adore those. Graham cracker. Graham cracker. Flour, wheat flour, kosher salt, cinnamon, butter, light brown sugar, and honey. Wow, I might make graham cracker, like digestive biscuit. That sounds good. Graham cracker with a bit of chocolate to it. That actually sounds pretty good. Like, I could have sworn that this... Does this not have a whoopie pie? Because I could have sworn I saw it. Huh. Sorry, I'm trying to find a very particular recipe that I could have sworn I saw in here. And it was for the really soft, like, red velvet... Huh, nope, that's definitely not it. And it definitely shouldn't be in creams and candies. Ooh! Oh, Fleur de Sel caramels. Heavy cream, whole milk. Well, I'd have to get cream. Sugar, salt, butter. I've got the corn syrup, water. I might also make some caramels and whatnot. I know I shouldn't. But I can't help myself. Every now and then I like to bake or cook for myself. Candy making is still an art form, but one of these days, my caramel will come out correctly. And one of these days, I will make a consistently good macaron. Lord knows, I have tried to make macarons about a dozen different times. I have gotten them right all of twice. A hate wasting good ingredients trying to make macarons. I don't know what it is, I just can't seem to get it right. How's everybody doing? Don't mind me as I chew. And stew. Ooh! How's orientation going so far? By the way, a job is a job. I may not like a particular corporation. I will never blame the workers for it. I always squarely dislike the people at the very top. I used to. I've just had a rough couple of years. And the job that I held a little over a year ago, I couldn't attend conventions anymore because it would have been a conflict of interest. So now that I don't work there anymore, if I can get my feet under me, I definitely want to go and do some conventions. Stocking, decent pay, decent hours. Hell yeah. Hey, hi, Haley, how you doing? She, her, they, them. Both work. Both work. Yes, had both. Actually, I've been working on a pork belly / macaroni cheese zhuzhed up. You know how I do. I am so pleasantly full that I am like ever so slightly sleepy. Had water definitely during the day. I'm gonna go grab a flat of bottled water probably tomorrow. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need while I'm at it. Might pick up some heavy cream and some more butter because I'm suddenly having a need to cook and bake, so, and candy make, so might do that. But yes, no, I had a bit of coffee today. I think I did at least a bottle of water. Although I am needing a little bit of soda to settle the stomach, as it were. Yeah, I'm going to attempt caramel yet again. If I was like, I like the marshmallows that I can make, but I really think that I want to I want something fluffier. I need something that has a bit more to it. So I haven't quite found the right, what do you call it? I haven't found the right recipe for what I want to do when it comes to marshmallow making. Hair by Firecracker? Is that the best one you got? Come on, dude. Try harder. Come on. If you're gonna do something, like, fucking do it. Come on, if you're gonna look like the last toe on a diabetic foot just clinging on for dear life, you know, kick that corner as hard as you can. Ooh, pierogies. Pierogies are fucking good. Now, are these like fresh made pierogies, or are we talking like, is there a particular brand you like? This is one of those moments where apparently my mouth was like, fuck it, we don't need the filter for the next 5 seconds. Oh, Aldi! Okay. I was $1.25 store. They have, you know, the freezer section now. Looked at them, and I'm trying to remember the name of the maker, and I can't. They had soy in them. I was like, oh, pierogies, this sounds so fucking good. That was one of my favorites. It reminds me of like when me and my friend hangs out. He's a vegetarian, but he loves having some pierogies on deck, and then add some cheese, some seasoning, a little tomato sauce. Oh, it just makes it so good. But Aldi, okay. Check that out. Come on, Maverick. Your name suggests that you're supposed to be bold, wild, and free. Come on. Come on. If you're gonna throw a jab, at least learn how to, you know, jab, jab, uppercut. It's just like Mike Tyson. Jab, jab, uppercut. So you got one jab. I want your second jab and your uppercut. Come on. Oh, good. I might check them out. Because we always do like finding new places. Sometimes it's not about just the food itself, because you could take the food and then zhuzh it up. But just finding something has some decent, you know, price to it. Well, since he suddenly don't want to answer back, let's just go ahead and block him, because if we're going to have a troll, I at least want them to have some vim and vigor to it. Right. Them and, what's the other one? Grocery market, garden, or, yeah, grocery outlet. They have pretty damn good prices, too, and usually pretty decent quality. They carry some of the big names, but also plenty of the less known. Smart and Final is actually pretty decent for groceries and produce. I like the fact that they also carry like bulk items for some of this stuff that, again, their prices are actually really dang fair, so Right. Trader Joe's does have good level of produce, good amount of what do you call it? Good amount of like quality. Oh, half the price. Dang. Okay. Normally boil pierogies, then air fry them. Ooh. Good with a little butter and salt. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Oh, defrost, not boil. Got it. I was like, okay. Okay, so boil first, and then, you know, I'm guessing take them out and put them in and give it a quick outside. That, I guess it's a good way to, you know, keep in the moisture. You know, one of those things. But yeah, no, egg prices are wild. So like, I usually go to H Mart for eggs. And you can get, you know, your regular dozen of eggs, and it can range anywhere from like $4 for a dozen all the way up to like $12 or $13 for those like pasture raised, cage free, organic, egg free eggs. Like what? Like, you know, the hyper specialized eggs. Or you can get like a flat of like 20 for like $8. More often than not, the flat will be your cheapest option. And I'm like, 20 eggs, I'm good. I wish it was like more like a 36, you know, like give me just give me a full 3 dozen. That, or maybe give me like a full 2 dozen, but give me the full 3 dozen. Yeah, $10. Let me go from there. Just started following a black farming account, and some of the content that I love the most is him going out and collecting eggs. It is so incredibly calming. I adore it. I absolutely adore it. But yeah. Why would I judge you? Like, why would I judge? No, there's no reason to judge. It's not like you said that One Piece was better than Bleach and somehow I just won't let that go. You know, you have a different cooking method is all. I am so unserious. I know, I am so unserious. I promise. I am so not serious. I just can't help myself every now and again, and I'm like, poke. Okay, I'm gonna head off. I can feel myself being a little bit tired, and I'm like, you know what? If I have a little bit of a shorter day today, maybe I can have a little bit of a longer day tomorrow. I believe I've already put it up on the schedule as to when I will be on tomorrow, on Sunday. So I'm probably gonna be on at about roughly, I think 4 o'clock is when I slated it. And I'll have, of course, my cards with me, and we'll do some things. We can sit, we can talk, we can have absolutely lovely discussions. I'm trying to figure out also what I'd want to watch. Is there something big going on with Walking Dead? Because I've been suddenly seeing a ton of it. Are they finally like having a series finale kind of thing going on, or is there a new story line spin-off that's coming out that they're like putting out there? All I know, I've just seen so much of them like on my FYP. So I'm just like, is something big going on? Cause right. And I only kept up, I think, ever with like 2 of them. The original, which I got all the way up to like season 8. So just before the Whisperers and Seaside facing off. And then Fear the Walking Dead. I think I missed the last couple of seasons. I think I just saw that one pregnant lady give birth. But past that, I don't think I really paid attention. Right. Like, so the way they did Glenn, and then the way they kept Negan, that really was the end for me. That was absolutely the end for me. I'm like, they keep being far too lenient and easy with people you know are going to endanger the group's life. And people acting like they are not morally in the right for being super defensive is like, how can you not think that they are in the right when they're up against people like Negan and the Savior and the Whisperers, Alpha and Beta? So like what the fuck? After Jesus, when they yeah, I can't even watch Glenn's episode, because they didn't just take Glenn, they also took other good characters, and I'm like, why? After they kept getting new African American black cast members, they would nix other black cast members. There only ever seemed to be like 1, 2 black characters, absolute maximum. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking fucking kidding me? It got real tiresome real quick right there. But yeah, I'm just like, when that season finale happened, and Carol is the one to find Tommy. Nope. I'm sorry, Henry. Henry was the person I was thinking of, not Tommy. Henry. That was like the McBride is a fantastic actress. The amount of pain and suffering and sorrow on her face. She is so good at being Carol. So good at being Carol. They keep putting her through it too, because I'm like, between Sophia and then having to go with Lizzie and her sister. Almost losing Judith and then Carl. Like, I'm amazed that she has not just broken. Like, if anybody else just broke, I'd be like, you know what? Valid. The amount of shit she has gone through is just like, I can't. I just can't. Like, oh my God. Go to the ER. I know that is a sucktastic option for most of us. Go to the ER. Especially if you are having trouble swallowing. Look at your tonsils real quick. Tell me if you have white spots on them. I don't know why something is getting filtered. Because we have a pretty open door policy, so something is getting filtered. But yeah, if you have white spots in your tonsils, do not gently. Okay, I was gonna say, if you see white spots, don't let them give you antibiotics. White spots are indicative of mono. But everything else, especially if it's like streaky and red, that would be something like strep or scarlet fever. Go to the hospital. Please have a face mask on. Not even just so that you don't spread to other people, but if your immune system is currently compromised, which it sounds like it is, you don't want to pick up anything extra. But go to the ER. Definitely go to the ER. Could be just that you're having tonsillitis and that's having a reaction, so your adenoids are super swollen. But yeah. Please be careful. Hey! Please be super careful. Strep, tonsillitis, mono, or like the three big ones that will cause your throat and tonsils, aka your adenoids, lymph nodes, that kind of area to really swell, which can cut down on breathing and cause panic. And you need to treat those as soon as possible in the correct way. So, when you're in big amounts of pain, especially if things are turning the wrong color or swelling, get medical attention. If it is late at night, go to the ER. I know it sucks, but go to the ER. If it's during the day, chance urgent care if you want to, but always wear a mask when you're in a hospital setting. It is not just about the big C. It is about catching anything else that somebody else might have who is also having a bad night and decided to, show up for emergency services. Ooh, been there, done that. I've had all my teeth removed. They were just slightly different. I had all 4 wisdom teeth done at once. I know exactly what that was like. Yeah. Do not use a straw for at least the first month. Ask them if they can put a stitch in there. That'll help a lot. if they put at least 1 or 2 dissolving stitches in there. But yeah, wisdom teeth, no fun, no fun. And then an extra 2 teeth on the 19th. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I'm mildly convinced that I'm probably one of the best sleep aids out there. Poor thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, but I do need to head off. I do need to head off because I got a few things I'm gonna try and get done. Thank you, darling. Makeup to me is I like makeup. I absolutely adore makeup. I love makeup because it's a fun way to put art on your face. It's a great way to like paint and be creative and be able to change a lot of things. It's a lot of fun. But also, like, I personally, I don't need makeup, so like I'm never insulted when somebody goes, "Oh wow, you're pretty without the makeup on." It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I'm like, it's the confidence. Honestly, it's the confidence more than anything. Just, I'm confident with it on. I'm confident without it on. Yeah, but yeah. No, I wouldn't. No. I never think that it's the quality of what I am talking about that puts people to sleep. I think that I have a very particular cadence and rhythm with how I talk, and apparently it's very soothing, and so it gets people to slowly slow their brain down to the point where they actually fall asleep, and it's just because of the particular cadence, rhythm, the way it flows. So yeah, no. People are like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to fall asleep." I'm like, if you fell asleep, that's perfectly fine. It's not like this is a lecture hall where I'd be like looking at you and expecting like an immediate response back. You're on a TV, camera screen, computer screen. You know, you're here, you're watching, yay! But yeah, you're not beholden to me as if it was a lecturing issue. Just tell me that wasn't back in January. Oh, never again with whiskey. Never again with whiskey. I know, right? No, yeah, no. Don't worry, I'm probably gonna stick around for at least for a few minutes. I'm so bad at ending on a when I should. Yo, how are you, darling? Come on in. Welcome Sie, bienvenue. So I'll at least be sticking around, apparently, for a little while longer. Yo. Why am I waving root beer in your face? I don't know, because I'm good at predicting things and influencing people unintentionally. Also, different root beers, different occasions. Like, Barks is good for sipping. A&W and Mug are good for pairing with ice creams for floats. They're also good on their own. But yeah, I love a good root beer float. Or an RC Cola float. I'm just saying. But yeah. Oh, you have some farm dogs you need to put up for the night? Oh, what kind? What kind? 1919. Ooh. That sounds small batch and special. Oh, mug is good with barbecue. Yes, it is. Mug is like wonderfully creamy. A&W's got a little bit more spice to it, but it's not like, it doesn't bite. Barks has like a nice kind of spiced bite to it. Virgil's is just a little bit fancy, but in a good way. That one is really good for like making floats. Comes in a pretty awesome bottle too. But yeah. Oh really? Nice! I love that. You're buying local, buying small. That means you're keeping a small business going. Hells yeah. Oh, Specker. Why am I having trouble enunciating this? Sprecher? Wow, that was the most American way to say it, but yeah. I think $1.25 store carries that, and they have a grape soda, an orange cream soda, and a root beer that they carry on pretty regular basis. Those are nice. Those are actually really nice. I appreciate those. Oh. Oh, they're the Kangol Anatolic. Oh, I love that. I adore those dogs. There's an account on here that I want to say, one of the dogs' names is Judge. And then they have like a farm cat. They also have some of the healers, the Australian, the black and white ones. But yeah, just those. Oh, they're fantastic dogs. I love them, and they're good guards. They're good guards. Right, Sprecher is a good brand. I very much appreciate them, and apparently they brew theirs with honey instead of doing just sugar. So there's a little extra layer of flavor to it. It's quite nice. Yeah, yeah. Yes, they are. Oh my god, yes. The cream soda is good. I think I've had the cream soda like once. Their orange soda was also really good. Not my favorite, but I am very hit and miss when it comes to like an orange soda for some reason. I have found that I like wassail and orange flavored teas and whatnot, but I am not a fan of like orange soda, and I really have to be in the mood for orange juice, which is weird because I used to drink orange juice like it was going out of goddamn style. But yeah, like citrus can be a little hit and miss with me. Ooh. I picked these up today. Damn you, Reese's. These are good. They are the chocolate lava big cups. I thought, because my hungry little raccoon ass was like, ooh, they've covered it in dark chocolate. It's like, oh no, the dark chocolate is located in the bottom. Still good. And it's almost like a dark chocolate caramel, which is quite lovely, honestly. But I thought it was covered in dark chocolate. I wish that they would do a dark chocolate peanut butter cup. Now, of course, Reese's doesn't have to do it, but, oh, who is it? I know that Trader Joe's has a dark chocolate or dark chocolate almond butter cup. I'm not a huge fan of almond butter. They almost always forget to add salt. And again, I'm not a person who needs a lot of salt, but almond butter is darn near flavorless. Okay, does not really have a nutty, particularly strong flavor to it. The nuttiness is very soft, very, very, very mild, and as a back note. It's not really there as a forefront. You need that little bit of salt to activate the flavor receptors on the tongue to really pick up on the nuttiness. That, or they need to roast the almonds a little bit longer to really get that flavor to come out, and they don't do that often enough. Oh, they do have a dark chocolate peanut butter. Oh, that's right. In the little square tubs. I keep forgetting about that. In the square tubs, you are correct. I am not a fan of milk chocolate. I know, the gasp heard round the world, but I prefer a dark chocolate. Dark chocolate makes candies so much better because you don't need to be overwhelmed by the sweetness. With chocolate, you're looking to experience the richness, that little bit of bitter to go with that little bit of sweet. And milk chocolate, it negates a lot of the chocolateness, that cocoa, that rich bitter of it. And it makes it just too sweet, in my opinion. I would much rather only be able to have 1 or 2 pieces of a candy and have to stop because it's so rich, rather than, oh my god, I ate the entire, 2 pounds because it just was, milk fats and a hint of cocoa. I love weird little allergies like that. Not all allergies make you blow up or put you in hives or anything like that, but yeah, there sometimes the side effects, the allergen side effects, like sneezing, those are a little bit comedy. But yeah. White chocolate, and I do, here's the thing. I consider white chocolate chocolate because it comes from the cacao plant. It comes from, the cacao process. It's the fat solids of the bean versus the roasted and ground and powdered version of the bean itself. It's the fat solids. Just because something is a fat solid does not make it any less part of the cacao plant. So to me, if it comes from a cacao plant and it's edible, it's a chocolate. But you're right, white chocolate tends to be a little overly sweet, and because it is a fat, it doesn't have a very strong flavor. So it comes out, especially if they don't mix it right, it comes out very chapsticky. It melts and coats your tongue, but doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it. So, yes. Now, a little bit of white chocolate as a garnish or as an add to other flavors, that can work well. But you really gotta know what you're doing when it comes to that. Right. Yeah, and I mean, and again, some people love very, very dark chocolate. Some people, milk chocolates. Some people, white chocolates. I judge quietly. And then there's ruby chocolate. And ruby chocolate that's so good. But it definitely tastes like a cross between white chocolate and then a very berry or fruit kind of profile. Damn, 90% dark. Who hurt your soul? Jesus, 90% dark. So, ruby chocolate is what chocolate would be if you were to make chocolate before you had roasted the beans. So it's a grind, and instead of fermenting and roasting the beans so that it becomes darker, more unctuous, it retains much more of the the cherry flavor, the flesh flavor. It's a bit more bright. It has a incredibly mild acidic edge to it, like you would get with berries, but it also has a bit more of that fattiness in flavor that you would get from say a white chocolate, and it's because it has not been roasted. In the roasting process, you actually do lose quite a bit more of the oils and that mild bit of scorch in order to make the cocoa is the flavor that gets intoned. It's much like taking green coffee and grinding those cherries down, the bean part of it. It has a very bright, very, very berry flavor, but it is also super high in caffeine. And if you eat any of them, it sometimes only takes as much as 2 beans. You eat any of that raw, your system will evacuate itself. It works very, very, very well because it's so high in caffeine. It will cause your intestines to go, you know what? No. You're like, oh, because for a while they were using green coffee bean extract as a weight loss gimmick. Yeah, I'm like, at that point, why don't you just give me sugar-free gummy bears? God damn. Have I ever had dark chocolate made with chili peppers? Oh yes. Oh yes, I think, oh god, what was the bar called? It was like a Mexican hot chocolate, and yeah, they used beautiful dark chocolate and paired it with chili, like a smoked chili at that, if I'm not mistaken, chili arbol, absolutely gorgeous. It has that unctuousness and those more bitter tones. And then that little bit of heat to go with. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, that's very poor thing. I want to say that it would have less bug parts. Partly because they're not allowing it to sit around for fermentation purposes, but also because it's a rarer chocolate type and style. They're probably going to have their stuff a lot cleaner. That production is going to be a lot more closely inspected for the most part. Also, sometimes when buying chocolates, going slightly towards the more expensive works. Have you ever tried Tony Chocolonely? I know, hilarious name. But they're like dedicated to not using enslaved labor or child labor. They're very much a fair practice company, and I really appreciate that for them. They do a nice wide variety of chocolate bars, and I want to say, if you want to try something nice and you haven't already, I would say try them. I've only ever found them in slightly more upscale stores, so to me, that kind of bodes well. Those sugar-free bears, like, I have never liked sugar-free stuff. It messes with my stomach. But B, ooh, those sugar-free bears, like, there are days I'm having a very bad day and I will look up product reviews and Reddit stories about those sugar-free bears, because I swear it only takes like 1 or 2 stories and I'm just like pissing myself laughing. It is just so funny, because it's like, oh, if you don't know what those sugar-free bears will do, oh, they work better almost than calcium citrate. Okay, they work better than that lemon fizzy soda that is supposed to clear your intestines before you go in for surgery. Yeah, sugar-free gummy bears. Sugar-free fucking gummy bears will do almost the exact same thing. You will be so clean. You will whistle every time you hiccup, okay? It'll be like a windsock on a tarmac, just ooh, the amount of regret anybody who is downed more than, like, say, a small handful of sugar-free gummy bears at any point in time. And the funny thing is, the warning is on the label. The warning is on the packaging. There is, I don't know what it is about their particular proprietary ingredients list, but oh my god. Sugar-free gummy bears, or any, like, they're specifically from Haribo. Sugar-free. Everybody, and it's like the fizzy that you can get from like CVS to help clear your system, that gives you a good half hour to an hour. And it's gonna hit hard. You're gonna be passing things that you swore that you ate in like second grade. You know, that kind of sugar-free gummy bears. Sugar-free gummy bears will clean you out so good that you're going to be passing things that your ancestors ate, okay? You will know no peace, and no, there is no holding back that tide. Like, you can't cough, you can't hiccup, you can't look at running water too hard, okay? It's just, oh. Those things will clean you out. On every level. I'm just saying. So they do more than just the sugar-free, but like the gummy bears are the best known. I know, the gummy bears are just the best known, but I do think that they have other sugar-free gummy candies. But yeah, it's literally, the sugar-free gummy bears are the best known and with the most hilarious reviews. Like, honestly. Oh, God. Although I don't understand how people don't taste the difference between a full sugar and a sugar-free. Sugar-free, it sounds so weird. Sugar-free almost feels like a sweet sugar cube or a sweet ice cube melting on your tongue. Like there's a definite difference to it. But yeah. About pops? Pops like Otter Pops, or pops like lollipops? Oh, pops like soda pops. Sorry, that took too long. It took my brain a full minute. Like, no, pop is a word for something else. Soda pop, got it. Right. Like, I do not like sugar-free anything. No, you're fine. It just took my brain a minute to spool through dialect and like pop like Otter Pop, because sometimes people call pops, like popsicles, pop, versus like pop as in lollipop versus like pop as in soda pop. So don't worry, you're fine. Right. That part. That's right. Favorite word in German. Well, I do like Entschuldigung. And for some reason, Liebling, Liebchen, both of those are really, really fun words to me. But Schadenfreude is one of my most favorite words in German. And Schadenfreude is the comedy, the humor, the laughter that you get from somebody else's pain. Not so much in the way of you being like mean about the laughing, but it's one of those, have you ever seen comedians and they fill, like they're up doing improv and whatnot, and they fill like the proscenium with mousetraps, and they're supposed to walk about doing a scene, and you know the mousetraps are spaced out a little bit, so you're never quite sure when the mousetrap is going to hit, when they're going to step on it. So they got the ha. So you got that build, that anticipation of at any point in time, it's going to go wrong. It's going to hurt a little bit, but they're not actually going to be injured like permanently for life kind of thing. But it's you laugh a little bit at others' misfortune. You're like, oh. Because for the grace of God, there goes you. And you're just like, we're going to help you up now. And I adore Schadenfreude. I wish I remembered the word for grief bacon, because that's another one that I find really funny. Basically, if I'm understanding it correctly, grief bacon is kind of the it sucks that this thing happened, but it's also good that this thing happened. Fuck it, I'm just gonna have bacon while I cry kind of moments. And I'm like, okay, I think that makes sense. But that's a whole concept in and of itself. It's kind of wild. What is potato soup in German? Unfortunately, I took 4 years of French in high school, and French is the first thing that wants to run to the front of my mouth, and I'm like, it's not pomme de terre. It's not pomme de terre. Do you want to know what Merry Christmas in German is? Freiliche Weihnachten. First time my grandfather kind of, Freiliche Weihnachten. Damn, what did we do? I don't know, but I'm not going back. We're not getting in trouble for this one. It's like, no, he's just saying Merry Christmas. That didn't sound like Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas in German, jeez. Oh, okay. Because I had German grandparents on one side. It was so aggressive. Also, Pipsqueak and Schnickel Fritz. The nicknames that we got. What the shit. But yeah, no. Freiliche Weihnachten. Because there's so much phlegm in it. I get a kaleidoscope of stars. Like rainbow colored stars. But yeah, no, you're activating the rods and cones in your eyes by putting pressure on them. So your eye is actually a squishy orb, and small movements will help to activate the rods and cones, as it were. So when you close your eyes and then you press, not only is it, you've just cut down on the amount of light coming in through the eyelid itself so that you've got a black background, you are then squishing and compacting rods and cones, causing them to activate, which sends out a burst of color, and since it doesn't have anything to filter with, nothing to actually see and then do the one-to-one, the activation one, it activates and stimulates them all, and your brain just sees, different patterns and shit. So our eyes are wild. In fact, our entire body is weird, to say the least. Oh, I love kaleidoscopes, though. I like the adult kaleidoscopes, not the they're I don't know of any spicy kaleidoscopes, not like that. But I like the kaleidoscopes that are like those beautiful like brass tubes that got the big color wheels and then like the stones on them. There was such a fancy version that my grandparents had for the longest time, and you could just sit there and spin those for hours. This might explain some things. But yeah, I love those. Really? All red stars. I wonder if there's some science behind that. That'd be awesome. Yes, it is. It is. And I am dragging ass. I can feel it too. Thank you. You're helping me so that I don't overtire myself, because I would like to come back and do this again tomorrow. So, I'm going to head out now. I will see you all later. I will try and be back on. I believe I'm scheduled for like 4 o'clock tomorrow, so I will try and keep to that time frame, if nothing else. So, I will see you all tomorrow. You are all lovely and wonderful. Thank you so much for the 10K, for the like, the love. If my stuff comes across your feed naturally, I would love for you to like it, share it, interact with it, do all the fun, happy, lovely, wonderful things, please. I would really appreciate that. And thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, my dears.